Hello, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to Masterful Chats. Masterful Chats are short, clear, concise, clarifying conversations designed to uplift, empower, inspire, and support you as you move forward along your spiritual path and in your life's journey. And today's Masterful Chat marks the 6-month anniversary that I've been doing these podcasts. And I'd like to say thank you to my wonderful subscribers and welcome to those of you who are viewing me for the very first time. I would appreciate some feedback from you, however, regarding what you would like to have me discuss, to chat about with you, because this channel is all about you. It's really a labor of love for me, and yes, I have found it challenging and expansive and a little scary at times. But because it is all about you, I would appreciate some feedback as to what you would like me to discuss in the future. I'd also like feedback on if you are finding the spiritual tips and tools that I provide at the end of each video, if those are beneficial at all, or if you just are not interested, which is perfectly okay. There's no right, wrong, good, bad. So thank you so much. And as always, I would truly appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That'll really help with the algorithm of the channel. So now that housekeeping is done, for those of you that are new, let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I am an information synthesizer, a mystical scholar, and an intuitive. And from my near-death experience, I know with my entire heart and whole being that each one of us is known by God completely and totally, and we are loved beyond measure. Please stay till the end of the video for a spiritual tip or tool to move through this day with more ease and grace and peace. Today's Masterful Chat is about feeling overwhelmed and the steps you can take to become in balance once again. The 3D matrix, if we allow it, will push us hard and fast. It is not based on any sense of well-being or staying neutral or walking through the world with ease and grace. And living our lives, we have many, many commitments. We have external commitments such as a job. We have families to take care of. We may be volunteering in our communities. Then we have emotional commitments, which is also family. It's beyond just time constraints. And then there are relationships. And sometimes those can be quite demanding and exhausting if we allow that to happen. And the other type of overload and overwhelm can come from where we are putting our focus. Whether that's on media, if we're sitting in front of the TV all day, or we're listening to podcasts, or we're putting our attention on things that we really can't control. So overwhelm can come from a lot of different sources and a lot of different places. But once again, the common denominator is us. It's me and it's you. And so the first thing when you're feeling out of control, or you're feeling rushed, or you're feeling harried, is to stop, take a breath, breathe, get your bearings about you, and then ask yourself, what is it that I need? Because the feelings with overwhelm come from feeling out of control. When too many external sources make demands on our time and our emotions and our energies. And there are some things that require us to step up to the plate immediately. A child, perhaps, an aging parent, where we really have to attend to those details in that split second. But beyond those parameters, beyond those immediate concerns, most times we can stand back, take a breath, breathe, focus on our bodies, calm our mind, and ask ourselves, what is it that I need? You may need a 5-minute timeout. You may need to rearrange your schedule. You may need to say no. You may need to take a walk in nature. Whatever you need to get a sense of balance and well-being about yourself. And the other part of what is it that I need to take care of myself, the second part to that question is this just something that happened that was a trigger, or is this a long-standing issue? As we travel forth in this life and on this spiritual journey, there are two types of overwhelm. There are those things that are triggers, and then there are those things that come from patterns of behavior that may not be in our highest and greatest good. So the next time you're overwhelmed, stand back, take a breath, check your body, and recognize what has triggered or overwhelmed you. And you'll know if it was a one-off or if it's something that is constant and systemic and ongoing. If it's the former, you may just need to take a 5-minute time out, buy yourself a cup of coffee, get yourself a drink of water, give yourself a few minutes where you can relax and enjoy yourself. If it's something that's ongoing and it's overwhelming you, part of the question of what do I need for myself, what do I need to do, is going to require a more in-depth analysis. Overwhelm quite often comes when we are not in the present moment, when we are trying to do multiple things at one time, where we're not focused on one task, one moment, where we have phone calls coming in and projects to complete, or personal items that we need to take care of ourselves. Quite often the best way is to streamline and to prioritize and to make things in A, B, and C categories. What is the most critical? What is the second most critical? What is the third most critical? And it also depends on where the overwhelm is coming from. If it's coming from a job, if it's coming from extra activities that we've committed to, if it's coming from the needs of our family or our friends, or if it's something that we can easily switch off, like a TV. Because as I've said, the 3D matrix wants to keep us afraid and locked down and in a state of anxiety. So if that is the source of your overwhelm, put your attention back on yourself and the things in your life that you can control and you can change. Really very, very simple. What is it that I need to do for myself? What is it that I need? So when you're feeling overwhelmed or frantic or frenzied, the same applies as always. Breathe, come back to yourself, monitor your body, recognize as best you can the source of the overwhelm, and take care of yourself. Because it all comes back to you. You are the only one that can say yes and no for you. And the more you take care of yourself, the more you can help others, the more you can be present for others, the more you can heal yourself, heal your families, and heal your community. One present moment at a time. Thank you for being with me today for this masterful chat. And as promised, I'd like to offer you a spiritual tip to move through your day with more ease and grace and peace. One of my favorite quotes is that the longest journey begins with one step, one small step. And in the world today, we can feel overwhelmed, we can feel bombarded, we can feel that things are out of control, and yet we are the only person in our lives who can truly change our lives and make our lives better. So remember to take that one step, to make that one decision or phone call, whatever it is, and know that you are on the way. Thank you for being with me today for this masterful chat. I truly appreciate you. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And wherever you're at in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Until we chat again, blessings.